Hi there, welcome to Matt on Motors. 3 words for you today: Porsche 911. Shall we? The silhouette of the 911 is instantly recognisable, thanks to its timeless design. A reflection of the past and vision of the future. As for the technology, the 8th generation of this car is always one step ahead. So what is it like to drive a car with such history? Inspired by those great racing victories, the 911 is simply phenomenal. This car first rolled off the production line back in 1963, and 55 years later, it's an icon, a legend. Although the look hasn't changed that much, everything else most definitely has. Under the bonnet, this car has a 3-litre 6-cylinder engine. It produces about 450 brake horsepower. That'll get you from 0 to 60 in just under 4 seconds, and then carry on to a top speed of 191 miles an hour. The 911 has 5 driving modes: normal for everyday use, wet for wet conditions, individual, which you can tailor to your requirements, plus sport and sport plus. And it's when in sport plus mode that this car really comes alive. You plant your right foot in that mode, you feel like you're about to take off. There's one more thing we must touch on with the drive of this car. On the steering wheel is the dial to adjust the drive mode. I mentioned there's 5, but in the center of that is a tiny little button. And if you've ever seen the films The Fast and the Furious, when you press that button, it gives you 20 seconds of insane hell for leather power. Why has every car not got that? And finally, with the interior, the seats. They're very comfortable, they're electrically adjusted, and Porsche have even embossed their logo into the leather on the headrest for the driver and passenger seats. They described this car as a 2+2, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. I think that's a little bit optimistic. There's no way I would fit in there. The legroom just isn't there. But don't worry, this car makes up for that in every other way. I mentioned earlier that space in the back of the Porsche is minimal, but let's be honest, this car isn't about practicality. You aren't going to take this to the shops once a week, but if you do want to, well, there is some storage space under the bonnet. I mean, look at that. There's plenty of room for my posy sunglasses. So there you have it, the Porsche 911 Carrera S, and this one is for sale right now here at Jackson's on Cool Road in Braddon. And if you'd like to find out more about this or any of the Porsche range, the man to talk to is Warren Beckwith. Warren has grown up around motorsport, so to be now dealing with this prestigious brand must be an absolute honour for you.
Oh, it's fantastic. And the 911, 55 years the 911's been around. There's no other car manufacturer that has actually stayed true to its original sort of module, and all they've done is modified the car.
It's iconic, isn't it? And you are passionate about this brand. You would love to meet anybody who'd love to find out more.
Anybody who wants to know any more about the Porsche range, 911s, Caymans, Cayennes, Macans, come in, have a cup of coffee with me. We'll have a chat through. I'll take you through the various different options, and I'll be delighted to take you for a test drive.
Warren, thank you as always for letting us have the car today.
You're
a pleasure.
Welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you for watching. We'll be back in a couple of weeks' time with more Matt on Motors.